Yeah, what is up, guys? It is your boy Jar here with my first battle in the NPL minors. You saw the video a few days ago. I finally got around to having a battle. Everyone was prepping, so it took a little while. For some reason, everyone wanted to have their battle against Eric first, so we're doing the same. We're battling Eric first. He was actually the first person I built for, so it's perfect, because this matchup for me, guys, it's a little bit scary. You should see his team pop up on the right. I'll just actually flash over to the NPL minors tab, show it to you real quick. His team is Magirna, Necrozma, Salamence, Crook, Shaman, Tentacruel, Mega Pidgeot, and Cobalion. So, it's a very tough matchup for me because a few things. One, Magirna. This thing can 2-hit KO every single mon on my team with the right coverage, so my wall core doesn't help. He hits Skarmory with Thunderbolt, he hits Florges with Flash Cannon, he hits Goodra with Dazzling Gleam, hits Hippo with Grass Knot. I was really having a tough time countering that thing. Also, he has a pretty good Lopunny counter in Necrozma, which is really hard to take down, but if Necrozma goes down, he has a very rough matchup versus Mega Lopunny. Also, I don't know, his team just matched up pretty well against mine for a few reasons. I didn't feel like Goth had a great matchup. The set I'll get to is very specific. I also feel like Volcanion, you know, he has the Tentacruel, so if I click Earth Power, Mence is a setup, could potentially set up, so it's a really rough matchup, but I think I came up with a team that can get it done. I know Eric's a good battler, so we're gonna have to play and be on our top tier game to win this one. So let's start off here with this first set, Mega Lopunny. This set was recommended to me by a friend, Aster J, helped me prep this week. Shout out to him, his link will be in the description. He's also in our division. Surprisingly, like, a good friend of mine ended up in the same division, so that's kind of garbage, but I came up with this Power Up Punch Mega Lopunny. Now here's a few things. I discovered through some prep battles my team, people love to Toxic it, even though I have a Florges. They love to Toxic Hippowdon, they love to Toxic Florges, they love to Toxic Goth. Even Volcanion got Toxic at one point. Everyone was running Toxic. So the guy we're going up against, he has a Tentacruel, so I figured, alright, he has trouble switching into Lopunny, and his only switching is really Necrozma. So if he wants to get fancy and set up some Toxic Spikes, or if I by some miracle get burned by a Scald, miracle, yeah right, 30%, but if I do happen to get burned by a Scald, he has 0 Facade switch-ins. Facade will run Train on his team. Power Up Punch plus Facade, he has the Intimidate core, so I gotta make sure Lop's attack stays up there, and Return and High Jump Kick, I'm running Adamant because I need the little extra power to ensure some guaranteed OHKOs after rocks. And so having that Adamant, I'm predicting his Mega Pidgeot to be speed creepy my Zoroark, and I played it a little safe. Mega Pidgeot Modest hits 341, which is just above Zoroark's max speed, so I think he will definitely be running Modest. And like I said, I'm being a little on the safe side in case he wants to throw a few extra EVs in there. I am rocking 348, so if he does speed creep my Lopunny, it sucks, but I really think I needed this power going into the game. But that's the Lopunny side. I just threw the rest into HP because maybe we'll live a hit, but I really doubt it. His team has some heavy hitters, and most of his Lop counters kill my Lop. But like I said, he has the Necrozma as his Lop answer, so what's my plan? My plan is Zoroark. Now, Necrozma gets rocks, and so my plan turn 1 is lead with Zoroark disguised as Lopunny, Dark Pulse into Pursuit. I'm Expert Belt, so both of them will hit 1.2 times power, and with this set, I will guaranteed OHKO a defensive Necrozma that he is definitely bringing for my Lopunny, because it's his only Lopunny counter. I'm also rocking Sucker Punch and Flamethrower. Sucker Punch just to get extra damage in case I'm about to die. Flamethrower to hit specifically Magirna. Like I said, that thing is a huge problem with Expert Belt, max special attack, Modest. He will be taking a shit ton unless he is Assault Vest. Even Assault Vest takes like 40 or almost 50. It's Zoroark is powerful, so but boys, the Zoroark is here. Like I said, we gotta play some mind games this week. We always will be with Zoroark. So that's the Zoroark set. Pretty standard for the most part, but like I said, I've got a plan with the Zoroark, so it's not really there to be creative. Next up, we're bringing Choice Specs Volcanion. Now, I debated for a little bit what Volcanion set to bring, and overall I just went with Choice Specs because the main reason was because I can outspeed a lot of his team that are slower, like Magirna, like Tentacruel if it's not running any speed, which I'm really not expecting it to because I have the Volcanion. And with that, I can come in, and this is the big move. We're going to click an Overheat. This thing does a shit ton to Mons with Overheat. Nothing takes this well from Specs Volcanion. I will also be clicking Steam Eruption, Earth Power, Fire Blast, but most times I'm clicking Overheat. Now, I know I said earlier that the Earth Power could lure in the Salamence, and obviously Overheat could as well if I go to -2. Sorry about that. I coughed if I cut it out, but this is what I'm rocking. I'm rocking max special attack. This is enough speed to, I believe, outspeed a no speed Tentacruel if I remember correctly. Maybe like 12 in speed, but I wanted to make sure I could outspeed that if in case he's running a lot of Spadef for my Volcanion. Also, I'm running 40 in Spadef just in case, because like I said, a lot of his mons that I can potentially take hits from are special attacker Shaman. Magearna is the big one again. Like if maybe that 40 Spadef comes in handy when I have to take a Volt Switch or a Thunderbolt and then get another big hit off with my Specs Volcanion. We'll see. But that's the Volcanion set, another pretty relatively standard. I really like it this matchup. But here's the interesting one, Gothitelle. Now, I'm not entirely sold on this set. I wasn't really sold on this Goth set, but I figured it's my best chance because, like I said, the two big things I prepped for were Magearna and Necrozma. I knew both of these things were definitely, without a doubt, coming. So my plan is I can maybe trick beat a defensive Necrozma for the few reasons. He has to be defensive. There's no way he's gonna run Shed Shell when I have a Lopunny that he needs to go to either hit with Rocky Helmet damage or he'll need to recover with leftovers. No way he's bringing Shed Shell. So my plan is maybe to trick that thing and set up on it and beat it 1v1 with Psyshock. With Rest I should be able to. A lot of Spadef in case he's running Dark Pulse and a little bit of special attack. This way there's no way I get 3-hit KO'd off when coming in on it. So this is kind of a weird set. It doesn't sweep his team, but it enables us to beat something 1v1. Like I said, for this thing to sweep, Magearna has to be very, very weakened. If I trick the Scarf back onto myself, I'm still not outspeeding mons like Mega Pidgeot. I think I don't even outspeed Salamence with this speed investment. But the Scarf is more there to lock Necrozma into a move, and I don't want to give it a Specs or Band because it can run X-Scissor and it can run Dark Pulse, so Scarf was the best option. But yeah, I'm not really sold on this Gauss set, but it has a potential to work, and also he has a Tentacruel, so I only need Psyshock to trap and kill that thing. Not sure if he'll run Shed Shell. If he does run Shed Shell, it will be on Tentacruel, but we will see. Next, I have to have a Mega Pidgeot answer, but at the same time, I also have to have a Salamence answer, so Salamence is another problem for my team. It's a mixed attacker that gets coverage for Hippowdon, Skarmory, and all of my walls, really. It gets Outrage for Goodra, Dragon Claw for Goodra, Hydro Pump for Hippowdon, Fire Blast for Skarm, Iron Tail for Florges. So this was the best set I come up with. A Mixed Wall Florges that does not get 3-hit KO'd by Mega Pidgeot. If he's timid, I'm still expecting Modest, but Moonblast, Wish, Protect, Aromatherapy. Like I said, if I need to get rid of statuses, a lot of people like toxicking my team. With a Babyeric, this set ensures I tank a not a Mega Salamence, that would fuck my team up. A Salamence's Iron Tail after taking a little bit of chip damage. I'm also rocking the Moonblast, Wish, Protect because I need recovery, and if I can pass some Wishes into Volcanion or Gothitelle, that would be nice. And the last one, I still, like, if you look at my team, almost everything can be O-code by Magearna, except maybe Gothitelle because it's some Spadef, but it can't really beat, the set I'm bringing can't beat Magearna 1v1, so I had to come up with something that could potentially beat Magearna, and that I came up with was Hippowdon with a Rindo Berry, and a lot of attack investment, 72, 144 Careful Nature, and the reason I'm running this set is because I can take a combination Dazzling Gleam Grass Knot with this spread, and I can hit him with the attack investment for almost 80 I think it's min 80, if not 80 is a mid-roll with Earthquake. This is also my rocker, running Ice Fang for Mence. I cannot have Mence setting up on any of my team. I'm also running the Slack Off this week, so that's the team. I'll probably flash up a timestamp of where you can skip to in the video at the beginning. So if you're just joining us now, welcome. We're about to go into the game, but guys, I will see you in the game. We'll see how the team performs, and I will see you there. Later. And we are here with the battle portion of the video now. Had a lot of the NPL in the chat on this one, but we are going up against Babyeric. He is an excellent battler. He's going to be in the next season of the GPC, as will I, so we might see this guy again, but he brought pretty much exactly what I predicted. I was iffy on the Shaman. The Shaman, I wasn't sure if it was going to come or not, but he brought it, and I gotta be honest, Shaman's rough for the team I built, because like I said, I had to get a lot of his mons correct to have a good matchup, and Shaman was not one I really prepared for, so that thing could be an issue. Magearna is there, expected that. Mence is there, expected that. He was bringing Mega Pidgeot, he was bringing Tentacruel, and he was bringing Necrozma. Those are all expected. But, alright, so you guys know the plan. Lead Zoroark disguised as Lopunny, hopefully catch a Rock Slide Necrozma, and I mean, that's it, boys. We're just going in. I think the team I built can handle him. We'll see. Let's get into it right now. So, he leads with the fucking Necrozma. We got that right. That is not a Lopunny. That is, in fact, a Zoroark. We're going to hit that thing with a Dark Pulse. It's going to do a shit ton. He's going to get rocks up thinking Lopunny's in. It's not now. I'm going to predict him to switch, and I'm going to pursue him, and down goes one of the biggest threats to my team. Turn 2. So Zoroark has already done its job. Magearna comes in. I'm just gonna get damage on this thing. Flamethrower does a shit ton, 76. But Eric shift gears up, which is a huge problem for my team. Like I said, this thing can potentially 2-hit KO everything on my team. So he goes for a floor cannon, which lowers his special attack a lot. So I don't know if this thing is mixed with maybe Twinkle Tackle. So my best play is still into my Hippowdon. Because I can take the Grass Knot, I can take any hit he wants to go for. He goes for a Flash Cannon, and that is actually a really big crit, because I'll get to the series of plays next. So I go for Earthquake, like I said, and the second biggest threat to my team is gone as well. He goes into Shaman. Now here's where that crit really mattered. With my spread, and I asked Eric after the game, and he told, for closure reasons, because you know me, I'm a bitch and I need closure, but I asked him what his spread was on this after the game. He said he was Cup Stat Berry, Modest, and if he had not gotten that crit Flash Cannon on my Hippowdon, with the Rindo Bear, I could have lived that Seed Flare. It was not a roll without the crit. It actually was a roll here, 42 to 54, so it was in his favor, but without the crit, there was 0 chance he killed me. I took a little bit to calc here, go into my Volcanion, and that miss for Eric sucks. I click Overheat, Small Leaf Doggo goes down, and my Volcanion drops to -2, but I don't think the Seed Flare miss really mattered, because my Volcanion with his set guaranteed lived that, and you'll see later it doesn't really matter with Volcanion. He goes into his Mence. This is a very fast moving game, 5 mons killed by turn 8. So I go into my counter for this Florges, and he clicks EQ, and Jesus Christ, that is Life Orb Mence. And here I make a bit of a misplay. He goes into his Tentacruel as I click Moonblast, trying to catch the Mence, and now my Florges is very, very weakened. I don't care anymore. I have to keep going. This is a fast-moving game, guys. You got to keep up. Go into my Goth. He clicks Knock. There goes the Scarf. That wasn't too crucial. Like I said, I wasn't sweeping him with this, with Pidgeot and Salamence still alive, especially Mence. He goes for Sludge Bomb, gets a Poison. I don't think it mattered, because he's just gonna knock me down with another one, and I'm going to click Psyshock again, and we're gonna go a double down here. Now, in an attempt to prevent Pidgeot from coming in and killing my other 2 Mons, I'm gonna go out into my Florges as he goes into his Mence, and I protect here like a fucking idiot for some reason, because I thought I had lefties, but I'm Babyeric, but it doesn't matter. We saw his Earthquake do 38%, I think, exactly, so it might have been a roll, but I'm not gonna complain. He got a mid-roll, probably got another mid-roll, we'll think of it that way, but this is where that crit becomes absolutely crucial. Now, if you look at this damage I do to the Bio Lizard, you can see that that is a negative defense nature Salamence. So if I got Rocks up, if he'd taken those more Life Orb hits, I'm not even sure the negative defense nature would have mattered, because with Rocks up, he's at 75, 2 Life Orb hits, he's down at 55. So I think he would have been in range if he wasn't even what's it called? If he wasn't negative defense nature, because as you're gonna see here, he's gonna drop a Draco and kill my Lopunny. But I'm pretty sure I also got low rolled, because if that has to be minus defense nature, and since I'm adamant, I'm not sure. I think I got a little bit low rolled as he goes down to his Life Orb, and sadly, boys, thanks to the Mega Pidgeot still being at full and me not having Rops up, Lopunny adamant, I believe, kills Pidgeot almost every time, so I didn't have to risk high jump kick after Rocks, but I did not get the Rocks up. Eric plays a great game. All the props in the world to Eric. He brought a team that could win, and he won. He did what he needed to do. It was a very, very fucking fast game. You can actually see the Shaman calc on the side. I was trying to get closure like a whiny little salty bitch, because I was a little salty after this game, because I kind of figured out that the Rocks could have won me the game with Lop at the end there. But no worries, Eric. We made nice after the game. But this was a great game. We still have 2 games left, so we're not out of contention yet, boys. This was only a 1-0, so it really helps our differential. So, boys, till the second battle, this is Jar signing off. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, because I'm like whoring right now. And I will see you guys later.